Mr. Speaker, I move the second reading of the bill shortly entitled House of Assembly Elections Act 2024.
Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, I am going to be very, very much shorter in respect of this bill. All that I have previously said, the reality of this is, as I said earlier, that it's a suite of three bills. This is the second of the three. It is required to support the Registration of Electors Act. This Act, the House of Assembly, or bill, this House of Assembly Elections Bill, actually provides for the electoral process itself. And we have been discussing this for a number of years. I don't think there's much that I need to say, more than I've said already. And the real significant change from the existing House of Assembly Elections Act, which is at Chapter 201 of our laws, is the inclusion in this bill, or the provision in this bill for access, equal access to the media, or at least the state-owned media, to all political parties and candidates, particularly independent candidates. So that's really, Mr. Speaker, apart from minor issues, is the significant change. I don't think that requires me to say very much. I will say little on the issue of, well, I will not say anything else on that, and I will really simply say that the bill consists of 8 parts, comprising a total of 84 clauses and 4 schedules, plus the regulations, which are comprised of 21 regulations and 2 schedules. As I said, essentially, the bill replicates the existing act, except that the language is less arcane. But if you go through and put the two of them side by side, they are essentially the same, apart from the insertion that I've already referred to. So you have, just to run through it briefly, I suppose, Part 1, Part 2. Part 1 is the usual basic dealing with preliminaries. Part 2 deals with provisions governing the conduct of elections. Part 3 deals with the framework for the use of an approved electronic voting system, so it gives the Electoral Commission the legal power to do six general and miscellaneous provisions, and Part 7 deals with Part 7 deals with the Part 7 is miscellaneous. Forgive me. So there isn't really, unless there's a specific issues or concerns, the bill remains the same as the act. I have no difficulty in commending the House of Assembly Elections Bill 2024 to the House for debate. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Honorable Paul, but I have not said debate. Debate have started.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Okay. The bill now stands, House debate, sorry, the matter is before the House for debate.
Good afternoon.
Yes, you may proceed.
Mr. Speaker, I rise to make my contribution on the bill entitled House of Assembly Elections Act 2024. Mr. Speaker, please permit me to refer to my notes from time to time, please.
Yes, permission is granted.
Mr. Speaker, today I stand before to speak on the matter. That is fundamental to our democracy. Mr. Speaker, I won't be very long because I feel that we are dealing with one thing, and that is electoral reform, just broken down into different components. I believe that we are all for electoral reform, and just a few, maybe a few of the clauses that are weak that needs to be strengthened, but we are all in for electoral reform. I won't be long, Mr. Speaker, because I believe that we are dealing with one matter, and it's just like a repetition of the same things that we have said over and over again. And what I'm really going to speak about today, I just heard AG spoke on it a while ago, especially when it comes to the equal access to the state-owned media, which is something that is also included in the bill, that we need equal, as every political party or individual candidates need equal access to state media or even private entities as well. Mr. Speaker, a free and fair and transparent electoral process is the bedrock of any thriving democracy. It ensures that the voice of the people is heard and that governance is accountable and our nation remains strong and united. Mr. Speaker, for years now we have been hearing about the concerns about the state of our electoral system that have raised serious questions about the credibility of our elections. However, as a people committed to progress, we must take proactive steps to address these issues and restore full confidence in our electoral process. As I stated a while ago, Mr. Speaker, I will not even get into speaking about the equal access to our state-owned media, as AG has already clarified that a while ago. Mr. Speaker, I would like to make a few recommendations, however, as it relates to the state-owned media, equal access. Just 2 recommendations only. I recommend that all registered political parties and candidates contesting an election should be granted equal access to media platforms for the purpose of political advertising and interviews. And the Electoral Commission should, in consultation with media houses, establish a schedule for equitable airtime allocation for all parties and candidates on state-owned radio and television during campaign period. Mr. Speaker, after all,